Yeah, they really tried to knock me down, but they didn't knock me down. I've been through some ups and downs, but I still keep my smile. I'ma make my mama proud. I'm a king, I'ma rock my crown. They really tried to knock me down. Peace, life, and love, family. It's Brother Peace, and we're here with another episode of Peace TV. I have a divine goddess here with me today, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm New Diamonds. I am the owner of the New Diamonds brand, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here, happy to be in a positive environment and high vibrations. So, yeah.
Give thanks, New Diamonds. Well, I appreciate you being present with me here today, here on Peace TV. This is your first time on the platform, and on my platform, I like to get different perspectives of peace. You know, on my journey of advocating for peace and tapping into different pathways that align with the frequency of peace. I want to see what does peace look like to you from your perspective.
Um, my idea of peace is love. I feel like love, unconditional love, is like the highest vibration. So it's like when you operating out of love, it's like it's just a flow. It's just this high energy. Like it's no thought to it. You're just doing. You're just providing your service. So and I feel like you're really one with the Creator as well. So it doesn't leave any room for like negative anything when you operating out of love. So that's like my idea of peace.
Operating out of love, okay, that's powerful. Yeah, I feel like love definitely aligns with that frequency of peace. I had interviewed somebody recently, and they shared that they feel like peace is love.
Yeah.
You know, so that's beautiful. I have a lot of love in my heart as I'm pushing this peace, you feel me, for my people. And that's why I like to advocate for different pathways of peace, because I know many of brothers and sisters are on their journey out here. We are spiritual beings in these physical vessels, so definitely just encouraging more pathways, examples, and lifestyles that reflect inner peace, supporting people on their journey of finding their peace, because I feel like we all got our own version of peace, you know, within ourselves and how we tap into that frequency. What are like some peaceful practices or tools or routines you tap into to help you raise your vibration or get you in that state of peace when you're not feeling the most high vibration or you're having a bad day? How do you transmute that energy into a peaceful, harmonious flow within yourself?
One of the main things I've been really tapping into is like meditation, breathing. I notice like if I'm feeling a little off balance or stuff like you said isn't going my way, I just kind of gather myself, take a deep breath in my nose, like, and I just really like centers me, relaxes me, and just kind of like really grounds me in the present. Because I feel like sometimes we get caught up. I know I get caught up in like future or the past, and I really need to like center myself in the present and be thankful for the present. So that's one way. Also like doing cleansing baths, cleansing showers, really like getting extra energy off of me, because we're running through the streets all day, we're running errands or just having other people's energy. So I notice like after a long day of working or just being out, I'll just like take a bath or a shower, and I'll just feel like that really grounding sense. Burn some sage, like some incense, play some high vibrational music. Just a lot of different things I feel like kind of like center me or like ground me or bring me back to my present self. So
Beautiful. But those some beautiful practices and pathways to utilize to tap into that state of peace and to ground yourself and to get more in tune with your flow. I feel like that's very powerful and vital. Like we all definitely go through different things in life, ups and downs, different emotions and different obstacles. And I feel like having a positive mentality, optimistic mentality, and different tools and routines and pathways to support you with grounding yourself whenever you're not grounded or you feeling like you're a little out of whack. You feel me? You need a few different tools to get yourself back centered. You know, so I resonate with that. I appreciate you sharing that and getting to know you more, and just found out that you from Richmond. You know, you from the same environment I'm from. So growing up in my environment, I know like it's been a lot of violence, a lot of lower vibrations, a lot of pain, a lot of trauma. You know, in my environment, in our environment, you know, I was survival of gun violence. I got shot 4 times, and that really took me deeper on the path of embracing my spiritual journey and wanted to make some shifts and wanted to find my peace. Because there was a lot of pain, a lot of chaos going on in my outside environment. So I had to tap in within myself to cultivate that peace. So just want to get your perspective on your journey growing up in Richmond.
Oh man. Well, like you said, we are in Richmond. I feel like it's even if you're not in Richmond, being in any hood, any poverty mindset, you gonna have that mentality. So a lot, like you said, a lot of gun violence, a lot of drugs, a lot of like prostitution, fighting, arguing, domestic violence, just all type of crazy stuff. Drugs. People just outside doing crazy stuff, bipping, knocks. Is yeah, it's a lot to be around in an environment when you're so young and you don't really know. Like, you're just kind of, okay, I'm supposed to, like, what else is there to life? And then you walk outside and you see all this stuff, like what's really going on? Like, where am I? And then say, like, for the most part, living in Richmond, you don't really, I know from my perspective, we didn't leave Richmond. So we were just in Richmond. So I didn't know anything outside of Richmond. So it's like, just like the hood and seeing, people hustling and, you don't really think outside the box when you're in it. So I just really had to, like, as a child, just kind of like deep dive into, like you said, what are things that I like to do to kind of take myself out of that mindset, whether that be, like you said, drawing or playing with the little toys I did have, dancing. I used to dance a lot. So just being kind of in that creative, artistic flow would really help me kind of get out that mindset that we're in, being in Richmond. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, as far as just like trying to stay like focused, it was really, really hard being in this environment. I will say that. So yeah.
Distractions,
Yes, a lot.
peer pressure.
Yeah, that was probably one of the main things growing up in Richmond. Like, if you did have a certain mindset, you would be like distracted by a lot. Or people were like, "Oh, you a nerd." Like, I would hear that a lot. Like, "Oh, you a nerd." Like, what do you mean I'm a nerd? Like, and now today, like, nerds is winning. So it's like people who doubt, like you said, they don't really want to uplift their vibration or tap into that high vibration. When it's like, when that's your environment, that's all you see. It's like, it is kind of hard for people to think outside of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely in these urban communities, in these hoods, it's a lot of distraction, like you said, a lot of poverty, a lot of violence, negativity, the lower vibrations. So, for me personally, it's been challenging as well growing up in the environment. But like I was saying, like when I got shot and I went deeper on my journey of spirituality and just wanted to transmute a lot of that, I started to reflect on, I want peace in my reality. I want harmony. I want love. I want community. So I started to strive to work towards that during the process of healing myself. And I started a movement called From the Hood to the Woods to encourage our brothers and sisters to get out the hood in these urban communities, to get out into nature and cultivate some peaceful vibrations amongst each other in natural environments where we can connect on the genuine frequency. So I hope I can get you out there to come tap in with us eventually. So I feel like we just got to create different pathways, and be that example.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now we know that we don't resonate with the lower vibrations, so raising our vibration and being an example for brothers and sisters that come from our environments. And I heard you touch on, like, you tapped into different forms of creativity to help you stay positive and stay away from the negativity. So we got some art right here. I definitely am an artist, so I would like to get your perspective around creativity, and I know you're an artist too.
Yes.
So I would like for you to share, your forms of creativity with the people.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, one of my major forms of art right now is creating jewelry. So, I have a brand called New Diamonds. So it's like a jewelry company. I think of it as a multi-dimensional brand, like you were saying earlier. We're multi-dimensional beings. So, I do make jewelry. And that's like one of my biggest ways to tap into art. I really feel like I'm one with the creator, one with the most high when I'm in my art flow. So I really let that energy just kind of like overtake me whenever I get inspired or feel excited to create. I feel like, that's that spark of creation. So I really like to deep dive into that and just really just create different things, create necklaces, earrings, bracelets, statues, whatever, just really tap into the energy and just let that kind of like over, like, I'll say, like, be a vessel. So just be a vessel for the art to just flow through. So that's probably like one of my like biggest ways that I kind of like release right now and just get in the flow. Um, yeah, one of my biggest ways of creating art is just like wire wrapping.
Okay,
So
that's beautiful.
yes,
Okay. I'm seeing you got some pieces on right now, and that's what you created.
yes.
Okay. What gemstone is that?
This is pink zircon, so it's just a zirconia. I just love the way how it sparkles. It's not a gemstone. I don't know. When I first started creating jewelry, I really had a hard time like breaking out of the box. Like, oh, everything has to be a crystal. Everything has to be. So once I started evolving and I started getting more like closer to the divine, divine was like, oh, you don't have to like think outside the box. You don't always have to just use gemstones. You can use a seashell. You can use a rhinestone. You can use glass. You can use whatever you want. Like it doesn't have to just be one thing. So I'm like, okay, if I like it, then I'll wire wrap it. So yeah, but this is pink zircon. I do wire wrap crystals. That is like my main thing. But this is just like something cute. I thought it matched my outfit, so I just threw it on. I do have like some moonstone and some flower agate on me as well, just to kind of like keep my divine feminine energy flowing and balanced. So that way I'm just like not all over the place because I am a Gemini and I'm an air sign, so I'll be like, I just go with the flow a lot. So I really like to stay grounded and stay focused. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that being a part of your journey. When it comes to the gems and the different the diamonds and minerals, what would you say some of your favorite crystals or gems or diamonds?
Um, I probably have to say moonstone. Moonstone is really good. It's connected to like the moon energy, feminine energy. So really it's like balancing out like your yin and your yang and really like aligning your chakras so you feel more centered. So that's one of my favorite stones. I also love moldavite, but it's very high energy, very high vibrational. So I will say moldavite kind of really helped me tap more into like my gifts, like listening, being more intuitive, like enhancing visions, tapping into my third eye. So that was for the moldavite. And then like clear quartz, if I'm feeling like a little off balance, really like ground me, center me, and clear my chakras. So those are like my personal favorite ones as far as crystals.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's definitely dope. When I first got into the crystals and gemstones, one of my favorite that I gravitated to was like the rose quartz and the amethyst. But then I learned about malachite. I started to really resonate with malachite and the color and its texture. But then lapis lazuli, because I learned that lapis lazuli is in alignment with your throat chakra and helping you with expression and just projecting yourself. So growing up, I had issues with like communication. I used to struggle with expressing how I really feel and speaking my truth. But over the years, when I got into the gemstones, I would keep a lot of that lapis lazuli on me, and it just activated more confidence within my expression. And wearing it, I really resonated with it. You know, so yeah, definitely, I resonate with the gemstones and crystals too. I've been making bracelets and earrings. No, I don't have no earrings on right now, but I usually rock my own earrings that I create, and I'll be promoting the gemstone energy as well. It's a lot of beautiful tools out here that we can utilize and create with. So I see myself as a multidimensional creator and definitely want to encourage others to tap in. Like she said, you can think outside the box and you don't have to just stick to one thing. Like the gems, you can incorporate different things. Like I'm starting to want to incorporate like feathers into like my art and like my paintings and stuff. Like just put some feathers and different natural materials on the canvas. Like why not? The spectrum of creativity is infinite. You feel me? So just being able to realize that and just explore our creativity, our imagination is key. Keeping our imagination. I feel like a lot of us have suppressed our imaginations growing up and going through different experiences in life. So since I've been working on my healing journey, working with mushrooms, mushrooms has helped me get deeper into myself and my creativity and explore my imagination. How do you feel about mushrooms?
I like mushrooms. Mushrooms are cool. I love the regular mushrooms like lion's mane and oyster mushrooms. They're very good, like you said, in forms of healing yourself. If you're trying to take a more plant-based alternative lifestyle, those are great alternatives. And then I also like the more psilocybin mushrooms as well. Those really helped me, like you said, on my healing journey as well. Just being more secure with myself and tapping more into my gifts and deep diving into my subconscious. So, yeah, I like mushrooms, all kinds, like Dr. Sabi.
Yeah, Dr. Sebi, that's one thing I notice a lot of people don't advocate or mention that Dr. Sebi, he was big on working with psilocybin mushrooms and all the different healing mushrooms, medicinal, but I seen a specific interview on YouTube where he was chilling with about like four sisters and they were just talking about mushrooms and shit. He was sharing his experience and he had shared that he gave his mom some mushrooms. She was dealing with a lot of trauma and stuff and he gave it to his mom and she had a deep experience and had a greater respect for it. So I'm like, man, a lot of our brothers and sisters around the world have utilized these tools, but they've just been demonized in certain areas to make us have negative perspectives around these things. But doing my research, I've been seeing that many of ancient civilizations and cultures have been working with these natural tools from mushrooms to different herbs and plant medicines. So, like, I'm on a path of getting back to nature, and I feel like nature has abundance of peace and healing and just things that can support us with our well-being. Like the earth supports us on a daily. So we got to give gratitude and appreciation for the source and that provides all these different minerals and stuff, so it's many different pathways of peace. I give thanks to this sister for taking the time to share some of her peace with me and what does peace look like to her from her perspective. Do you have any last words or anything you would like to share with the people or any encouraging words before we head out?
Yeah. I would love to say thank you just for sharing space and energy with me and inviting me into just to express myself and be myself. And you just being yourself as well. And I feel like like minds are like the big thing right now, connecting with like minds and people are on the same vibration and frequency as you. That really does help because it's like when you're on a spiritual journey, sometimes it gets lonely and sometimes well, I'll say you're alone. You're never really lonely. You know what I mean? You always have like your spirit guides, yourself, your ancestors. But being with like minds really do help this journey. And I just really want to say I appreciate you just for inviting me in your space and your energy. And also, I really feel like it's like a big transition with the collective going on. So I just really wanted to say like people just be true to your authentic self. Don't worry about anything outside noise. Stay focused on who you are, stay true to who you are, and continue to elevate in that. And you never know what the divine has planned for you until you try. So don't be afraid, you guys. Tap in.
Give thanks, New Diamonds, for sharing that beautiful message. And yes, tap into your authentic self. Be true to yourself, and you're going to align and attract things that's meant for you and yourself. This is a beautiful build today. I appreciate her sharing her peaceful energy and her perspectives. And stay tuned for more perspectives of peace here on Peace TV. Peace and love.